All right, today we're gonna bring the iGarden water cleaner for your pool. So this one itself, it's gonna last you quite a couple hours, and there's a couple features you should know. We're gonna take a look at them. First of all, look at this beautiful monstrosity of a machine. This is a very powerful machine. It has two bristles in the front, all right? They are made of like a rubber, all right? These are silicone rubber, if you guys can see that. Now the whole machine itself, it has a propeller system that's going to suction to the wall and actually push it towards the wall so it could climb your walls too, right? Now on the bottom, if you guys can see the footing itself, it has these areas where it propels itself with the actual traction on the ground. Suction, big suction with extra silicone, if you guys can see. A couple sensors here and there. Back, you're going to find the charging station cover up in silicone, if you guys can see that. Charging stations, make sure when you're going to charge it, it's dry. So this is a good cover to cover it up temporary when it's underwater. Make sure when you take it out, give it a couple minutes, open this up, give it a couple minutes to dry up, and then plug it in. One important thing, the tray is hidden here, but there's actually a latch here that you grab it from here. This is where you're gonna actually open it up and clean this up, if you guys can see that. So there's plenty of mesh filters, all right? Close it up and you back it in there too. So when you're gonna pull it out of the water, it's gonna be hooked from here. That's why they include the hook too, so you could grab it from here. Now this is gonna be about over 10 pounds, all right? And now to turn it on, there's an on and off button on the bottom that's located underneath of it. Right now, currently we have it off. We're just gonna turn it on one way. Once you turn it on, it's gonna come in the front. This is where you're actually gonna be touching the screen. All right, in order to charge it, you need to have this item on first, all right? So underneath the bottom, you have to go in here, you turn on the switch, all right? Has to be on. Once it's on, flip it over to its side, unplug the actual silicone cover, plug this in, and then we're gonna plug in the power source. So plugging it in, we get our power box, connect directly, and right now it's directly being charged. Currently we don't have no battery at all. It's completely dead when you get it sometimes. So right now we're charging it. This is going to be the see-through system that you're going to have to set up your timers, your what do you want to clean, your cycles, and your modes, all right? So this is where you're going to have to come in through. All right, so we're going to program it right now to go certain times, all right? You got a clock, and then we want it to do all cycles. So we're going to do everything up and down right now. And we're going to put it in the water and it's going to start automatically. So let's do that. Okay, after a while, look at this. Automatically, I left in the wall. When you're ready to get it out, they give you the hook, all right? Hook is very important. Set the hook up. Hook's in there. Now we're going to retrieve the machine. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna set this one up and make sure that the cover is down first before we put it in the pool. We're gonna put it in an above ground pool on this one to see if it's compatible with it. Okay, for this pool, you can see how dark it is. Some areas that we haven't cleaned it for a while. So we wanna see if this works with the actual system. I do have another skimmer, but we're gonna see if it's compatible working with an above ground pool too also, and testing it out. All right, first things first, we're gonna get the machine turned on first and teach it that we want only the bottom part. All right, so turn this on, you hear it beep, all right? All right, in front of it is telling you what settings you have. Right now it's down. Right now we're gonna do the bottom part already. So all we gotta do is turn this on once, and now we have to do is throw it in the pool. So let it in the pool. So once we hit the on button, let it run, and you're gonna see it activate itself, right? And it's gonna start organizing itself, making sure that it's not gonna hit any of the corners, and then we'll see some more action going. There it goes. So right now, start to suck up. We want to see if it can clean up the lines and see how well it works. I'm able to control it from here right now. I connected to my Wi-Fi and the actual system, and it's Bluetooth enabled from here. So we're going to go into the system itself, and from here you can actually control it. You could tell it exactly what to do. You could do the turbo, floor only, work time, and start time. All right, so right now we could change this. We could go walls and floor, and then we could do walls and waterline only, and then full coverage. All right, we can do the full coverage of one. That's an option, but you could change floors only here. You could do the turbo is going to be a little faster. Runtime, set up the modes, pretty much everything from the actual phone, not only from the actual app too, but you do it from pretty much anywhere. You go remote control. In case you're not home and you have plenty of life battery on it, you can even start it up on there. So that's another great option to have. So very simple out of the box. We set it up, we clean up the pool. It looks great. We can't see any lines no more. It did a great job. So if you're gonna do for above ground or in-ground pools, this is a great item to have. So hope you guys enjoy this video.